Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 793. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we're here live in Southwest Florida in my studio this morning. Wow, that didn't work. Some fabrics do not work that well for cleaning glasses. That's for dang sure. My silky blouses definitely don't do the trick. Good morning, Grace. Hi, Sandshell. Yeah, the yarn in the photo is Be So Toasty in the new variegated colorway Eclipse, the purple one. Hi, Thea. Good morning. Hi, Christine and Judy, Constance, Joe. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. Hi, Mariana and Rita and Lily. Hi, Jackie and Edna and Lily and Sandshell. Yes, I started working on another project for spring. I'm doing some seamless motifs. So seamless meaning that we're working them partially in rows and then finishing up the tops as we go. And the beauty of this technique is that you don't have to cut the yarn in between motifs. So there will only be one end to weave in for the beginning and end of the ball. It will not be multiple, it won't be two ends for each motif, which if you're doing a large motif project, this is such a huge time saver and just efficient use of your yarn. Think about it, all those little bits, they could add up and be several extra yards. This is one ball of Be So Toasty, my #1 fingering weight superwash merino wool and bamboo blended yarn that is hand dyed, and it comes in solid colors and variegated. I could bring them out if you want to see all the colors this morning. We could do that. I was starting to count on my fingers before the show started, realizing that today's 793 episodes of the podcast and wondering, well, when will, what does that mean for episode 800? Sandshell, no, this is called bronzer. I didn't get any sun yesterday. I go to the beach so early in the morning and leave before it gets really sunny. I don't get much sun. I don't try to anyway. And I was back home right after the podcast yesterday morning. So I was at the beach from 9 to 9:30. The color you're seeing is from makeup. I like to put bronze. In fact, I'm overdue for doing a new makeup beauty vlog. A few things that I want to do in the upcoming ones, and starting with showing you how to clean your makeup brushes would be a good one. A few variety of other things, and where and how I apply bronzer. A little goes a long way, and there's a few spots on your face that I think work really well for bronzer, and overall is never a good look, or never's not a good word to say, but the way I place it, actually, because the negative space where you don't put the bronzer ends up giving highlights. So instead of having to do tons and tons of makeup with contouring and highlights, sometimes it's just by omitting a product in certain areas, you can create the illusion of highlights. So by putting bronzer in the corners here, it ends up giving this space a highlight, and same with bronzing just in that below your cheekbone, it ends up giving the illusion of more highlight in the opposite section. So it's kind of interesting. Something I would like to talk about on another beauty vlog, especially with spring and summer coming. I know it'll be more fun to have that bronzed look. I'm still trying to figure out a nude lipstick. I don't know. What do you guys think of this one? I've been trying different nudes. I'm so used to wearing bold color on my lips that I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what I like in nude lipsticks, but trying to figure something out. Good morning, Judy. Thanks for posting links. Before we also get started, I wanted to mention something else. I think I could be wrong, but I think the next hat this morning for the video tutorials for 24 crochet hats, I believe the next one is going to be the Kendra hat. Yes, it is. So, thanks, Joe. Thank you. So, you might be aware that I have a new book out, 24 Crochet Hats, and every day this month I am releasing a new supplemental video tutorial for each of the hats, and today is going to be the Kendra hat. So, in this video, you will see the stitches that you need to make this cute cabled brim, and then also how to get started on the broomstick section of the hat. I believe that's what we're going to do in the video. I don't remember, but that is what's in the pattern. So whatever the video goes over, the video will go over something that I thought was important to show. In the meantime, all of the information is available in the pattern. So there are charts for both the cabled brim, and there are charts for the broomstick pattern. Here's the broomstick pattern chart as well. And there are written instructions for how many sizes? 5 sizes. So you can make this for a 16-inch circumference baby all the way up to a 24-inch circumference hat. Whether that's for a man, a large woman, whatever. You also have the option of making a messy bun ponytail holder here, or you could close this up completely and make it a regular hat. So anytime I give the option of putting in a messy bun ponytail holder in a hat, you always have the option of skipping that and making a regular hat instead. This is made in Be So Baby yarn, and this is color bubblegum. This is color bubblegum. I couldn't remember for a second. Almost forgot. It's very rare that I forget a color name though, right? Oh, I forgot to move a sneak peek out of the way. That's the Margot cardigan behind me. I still haven't tried it on yet. I have gained so much weight lately that I'm actually terrified for how I'm going to photograph the spring garments, to be honest with you. If I'm being totally honest, I'm freaking out as I'm getting ready for the spring collection, going, how in the world am I going to photograph these garments if I don't fit into them? Apparently it's not doing me enough good to lose weight. It's just giving me enough energy to freak out about it. Isn't that smart? Anyway, I'll try it on after the show's over. It's too much pressure to try it on in front of you guys. Besides, I only have a sports bra under. Pam. Oh, wow, this is the first high ponytail hat you've ever seen? Wow, there's a couple of them in this book. You will definitely like where the ponytail holders are placed in these patterns, because it is really important that they go at the top of the crown in order for a messy bun or a high ponytail to come out. Honestly, if you're keeping your ponytail low, you don't even need the hole. Then your ponytail can just come out. It's only when you wear your ponytail high that you really need a hole like this anyway. Let's see. Hi, Sharon. Good morning. What yarn is the garment behind me? Faith wants to know. I'm assuming you mean this one. There's garments all up above me as well. I can just mention all of them, I guess. The garment here is not out yet. This will be coming out next month. It's the Margot cardigan, and it's in Be So Baby yarn in color Ecru. May as well mention everything up there. I don't know how much you can see up there. Oh, I guess I could open up my computer here and see. Okay, so there's the Trixie pullover up there. That's in Be So Sporty Bling yarn. Then the Selma cardigan is in Be So Sporty yarn. Then that's the Sadie shawl, and that's in Be So Baby yarn. And then that is the Kimmy top up there, and that is also in Be So Sporty yarn. Pam, is what listed below? Pam, what are you looking for? See, what was Pam asking about? Judy's posting links for what I'm talking about, Pam. So if you're looking for the hat that this pattern is in, it's in 24 Crochet Hats. You can follow the link to that pattern book. If you would like the pattern singularly, you don't want the whole book, you can also find the pattern for sale on my website as well. You could search by 24 Crochet Hats, or you could search by Kendra. The name of the hat is called Kendra. And if you search just by hat patterns, or you could look through everything in the book first, but if you're interested in the hat patterns individually, you can find all of them there. And whoever was asking about the Margot cardigan, that pattern will be out next month, so there is no link for that one yet. So I might be confusing two people's questions, but Judy's posting links to everything I'm talking about. So whatever item that I'm talking about that interests you, it is available there. No, Christine, the hat patterns are not discounted this month. Not for these particular. It's explained in very much detail in the blog post and in everywhere that I've mentioned the discounted sale. 75% off applies to everything that was on my website before we moved to the new website. Anything that is brand new right now, the charity book, Be So Caring, and 24 crochet hats books, they do not apply, but there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items that are included in the 75% off digital pattern sale. Sorry you misunderstood that, Christine. It is listed on all of the places that I posted, though. If you have any other questions, please feel welcome to ask. Hi, Pamela. But they are for sale. Your question says, are the hat pattern on sale? Yes, I think I explained that now. Hopefully. So just to reiterate, though, the digital pattern sale going on this month through the end of the month is 75% off all digital orders, excluding the brand new book and the brand new patterns, so that, oh, I just got a twinge in my back, sorry. The 75% off sale is to celebrate the brand new website and all of the amazing customer benefits that are included with my new website. So as long as you create a new account on the new website, you can fill your account with, you can fill your download library. And so because everyone's patterns were purchased on the old website, I thought, how fun would it be to give people a reason to try out the download library by putting everything on sale. So I got distracted by a comment. Sorry. So I put them on sale for 75% off, so to make it fun and exciting to get in the habit of, or not to get in the habit, but to practice new purchases so you can see that they go in your download library. Not only do you get an email like normal where you can click on it and download and save to your devices, but now you have 24 hours, 7-day a week, constant access to all of your digital patterns in your download library as well. This only applies to customers who have made an account, so you will need to make an account to receive this benefit, but if you do, how awesome is that? Plus, there are reward points, so for every dollar you spend, whether it's digital or physical, you get a point to be used later on for discounts. Very exciting. Are there die lots for my yarn? Yes, Faith, nothing is made all at one time. Everything is made individual in smaller batches, right? Just like with larger companies, nothing is ever going to be dyed the same exact way twice. So if you have a specific question, Faith, I'd be more than happy to answer it. But yes, yarn is made in small batches, so it's never going to come out the same way twice. And always make a point to make sure that yarns all match within an order. Be So Baby has birth dates. Yes, so if you're trying to match something that you've already purchased, it would be a good idea to email and see if that is still available. Otherwise, if you're ordering at any one given time, I always match everything for a specific order, but there's no way to know what somebody's ordered in the past. So an email or just some sort of conversation to see what we can do in advance is usually a good idea. All right, any more questions about that? Lily wants to see the new colors of Toasty. I want to show them too. Let's see. They're not far. They're in this room, actually. Let me just move a few things out of my way. Oh, baby Bjorn, don't be scared, honey. I'm not going to scare you. I'm not going to try. Wow, I hurt my back just now for some reason. That is weird. Okay, Be So Toasty. Here we go. Oh, this will be a good opportunity to show you how some of the colors match as well. I've talked about it, but I haven't shown it. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I hurt my back sitting here. Remember when I said I got a twinge in my back sitting here? How in the world do you pull something in your back while just sitting still? I don't know. Anyway, it's always something, right? Okay, so let's go over the solid colors first, and then we'll do the variegateds after that. Oh, I may as well get this back. This worked really well for showing colors the other day. Remember when we put yarn on here so it could be seen on camera better? All right, this is color Blue Mist, and this is Aqua, Peach Whisper, very delicate light color, and Orchid, then we have Enchanted Jasmine and Gold, and Periwinkle, Disco Purple, and Gray Flannel. Those are the solid, semi-solid colors. And then here are the variegated colors. This is Myriad, and this one blends really well with Orchid. It has some of the same colors as Orchid in it. Oh, and what's the other color? There's another color I meant to show in here. I must be sold out. Rose Petal is sold out. Rose Petal, if you already ordered Rose Petal, it complements very nicely with Myriad also. So Myriad has some pale pink and some deeper orchid colors in it. Very, very pretty. That's Myriad. Then the next variegated is Vapor. And Vapor blends well with Gray Flannel and Aqua. It has some of the same colors as Gray Flannel and Aqua in there. It also has a green, but I don't believe I have a solid in the green that I used as well. So there's a dark green, a charcoal gray, and a turquoise aqua in there. That's called Vapor. And then we have Felicity. And Felicity picks up on colors of Cactus Flower and Peach Whisper. I believe I'm sold out of Cactus Flower right now, but you can see in Peach Whisper that they complement each other very well too. Then let's see what's next. Then we have Ember, which has some bright orange, some soft orange and peach, and a little bit of like a burnt umber, kind of a dark brown green. And did I show Felicity? I did. Then what else is next in here? And then we have Eclipse, the color that I showed this morning that I'm working on. And this one blends with Periwinkle. It blends with Orchid also. See how you can pick up on you can recognize the colors in there? And it also goes with the Disco Purple. Does anybody have any questions or want to see anything up close? Do you want to see any colors side by side? Val sprained her bum just sitting in her 20s. Oh, so you know what I'm talking about. I don't know why, but I did pull something in my lower back this morning. How silly. Does Jasmine have a color with it, or is it just white? It is a creamy white. It's not white, it is more of a cream. Thank you, Carla. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody want to see? You don't see any patterns for crochet, Pam. Where do you not see patterns for crochet? I have hundreds of them on my website. What are you looking for? If you look at the very top of the website, it even says a link to crochet patterns, and it'll show you hundreds of crochet patterns. I don't know where you're looking, though. What link are you following? Are you... yeah, we'll need to know where you're at or what kind of a link you want. There are lots and lots of patterns. If you need help finding something, just let us know. I'm happy to send you a link. There we go. Judy just posted a link to the crochet patterns section of the website, and when you go there, you'll see there are hundreds of crochet patterns to choose from. You will have a lot of fun looking. All right, anybody have any requests to see any of these colors together? Thanks, Karen. I like these colors too. So this is my #1 fingering weight yarn that is superwash merino wool blended with bamboo. It is very soft, very drapey, and if you're looking for patterns for Be So Toasty yarn, any of my #1 fingering weight patterns could easily substitute with Be So Toasty. So you could look at Be So Fine patterns, Be So Fine bling patterns. You could look at Be So Lush patterns. Anything that's a #1 fingering weight will work well with this yarn. Yes, Pam, there are several messy bun hats. Would I say this is a fall winter yarn? You know what? I think that that's kind of relative, Sandshell. I think that a lightweight yarn could definitely be year-round depending on where you live. Jennifer wants more feisty flamingo colorway and Be So Sporty Bling. That's a great idea. I loved that color. Will I be getting more of the sold out yarns? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends. I mean, I can't answer that across the board blanket for everything. If you could ask more specifically about any given yarn, most likely. If I've left it up on the website after it's sold out, it's usually to give you the opportunity to get on the wait list for it. If I'm not going to continue with something, I usually delete it instead of leaving it up there. So if there is a waitlist option on something, I recommend getting on the waitlist, and that way you will be notified when something comes back in stock. For example, if you are interested in the gradient yarns, actually I'm going to be coming out with some new colors in the gradient yarns soon as well. But if you're like, they're sold out right now. Some of the colors, not all. You can still get some of the colors right now as well. But you can get on a wait list for them. There's certain colors that might be sold out in any given yarn. And if they're listed there with a wait list option, you have the ability to put your email address in that wait list. And I got distracted by comments again. It's hard sometimes. It really is. What was I saying? Yeah, wait list. Anna says these look like ice cream colors. They are definitely pretty. Okay, can I explain what to do? Can I explain what do is it? Faith, what do you do with thinner than #4 worsted weight yarn? Or I'm not sure what your question is. I don't quite understand. We do lots of things with yarn that is thinner than #4 worsted weight. Cute bags, where do you purchase them? I'm not sure which bags you mean. This bag is a pattern here. That bag you can make. What is that one called? I can't remember. Are you talking about these bags, Irma? These bags, my tote bags, you can purchase them on my website. I have lots of different cute prints that I've hand drawn and designed, and lots of cute inspirational yarn quotes on there. You can find those bags on my website. But I'll need to know what bag you're asking about specifically. I'm not sure if I've answered your question or not. But if I didn't, please feel welcome to ask again. I'm more than happy. The ones with yarn in it, the bags with yarn in it. Well, that's going right over my head. The little bags with the yarn, the organza bags. I don't sell those right now. I might sell them. I might sell them eventually, but I do not sell them. No, they come free with purchase. If you purchase the yarn, it comes in the organza bag. I sell the yarn wound into a center pull ball with inside the bag so that you can use it for storing your yarn or for working right out of the bag. So the organza bags are free, included with yarn purchase. They're not sold individually. Faith's question was about explaining DK. Okay, so you want to know why you use yarn thinner than worsted weight? Wow, I don't know. Patricia, will there be a big... Patricia, I don't charge any extra for shipping to other countries other than what the post office charges. I charge the very minimum that you can possibly charge for shipping. However, if you live in another country, shipping from one country to another is always going to be more expensive international than ordering within your own country, obviously. But if you are curious about my shipping charges, all you have to do is fill your cart and go to your shop, place your order, go to your shopping cart page, and the shipping estimate will be provided for you there. That shipping estimate is based on postal carrier quotes. There is no added surcharge from my company. So if that price is too high, it is really just based on the price of actual shipping to another country. I do not add even a penny over that. I do not charge a surplus for shipping. So hopefully that answers your question. Faith, I still don't under your question, what do you do with DK yarn? Well, if you would like to see the types of projects you can make with other weight yarns besides number 4 worsted weight that you mentioned, you can actually search patterns by yarn weight on my website. If you would like to watch a video on how to filter categories of things on my website, you can there is a video on how to use the search engine on the shop page, and the search engine is very robust in the respect that you can search by type of pattern or weight of yarn for the pattern. So if you want to search crochet patterns that are DK weight only or sport weight only, you can view them and see what is potential for different weight yarns, because I think that's the question you're asking. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but it sounds like you're asking what can you make in thinner yarn than worsted weight? Is that the question you're asking? Because if that is, you can search patterns by other weights of yarn if you want to get a feel for what things, what the potential is for making things in thinner yarns. And if that's not your question, please feel welcome to ask something else. Lots of great questions today, guys. Thank you. Okay, Faith says, how is DK different than size 4 worsted weight? Okay, so the Craft Yarn Council of America has standard weights set up with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and it is based on the weight of the yarn, meaning the thickness of the yarn. So a number 4 worsted weight is going to be thicker than a number 1 fingering weight yarn, or even a number 3. The numbers go in order. And the best analogy I can give you is think about angel hair pasta versus spaghetti. So angel hair pasta would be your thinnest spaghetti, right? Then you have linguine, spaghetti, fettuccine, and let's say tagliatelle. Let's call those 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you can still buy a 1-pound box of spaghetti, and you can still buy, well, you can buy a half-pound either also. Let's say we're going for a 1-pound box of pasta, right? If you buy angel hair pasta or you buy tagliatelle or fettuccine pasta, you're going to get the same weight of actual pasta in the box, right? Each box is going to be 16 ounces, a pound. If you're in another country, that would be, what is that? I don't know. A pound is 450 grams. But how many pieces of pasta are you going to get? You're going to get a lot more pieces of angel hair pasta than you are of one of the thicker pastas for the same weight, right? Well, yarn is the same way. So if you're buying a 4-ounce ball of yarn, quarter pound, which would be about 113 grams, depending on which system you use. if you're getting number one fingering weight yarn, like for example, one of my number one fingering weight yarns at 4 ounces is going to give you about 600 or so yards of yarn, which is about roughly just under 600 meters as well. If you're buying a worsted weight yarn, it is a much thicker yarn, right? You're over here by the fettuccine and the tagliatelle. It's still going to be 4 ounces, but it's going to be roughly 200 yards or just under 200 meters per ball. Now, the different yardage will yield the different types of projects too, because you'll use different hook sizes or different needle sizes, but it gives you a different weight and a different feel for a project. So does that answer your question? Thanks, Terry. Sharon, it's not always less stiff. The stiffness or drapeness of a yarn has to do with the fiber content more than the weight of the yarn. But in general, yes, lighter yarns will give you a thinner fabric, absolutely. And DK weight is the number 3, so that would be smaller than number 4 worsted weight. So if the numbering system is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lace and fingering number 1, sport sock number 2, DK number 3, worsted and Aran number 4, and bulky number 5. There are some others as well, but hopefully that helps answer that part of your question. If you have more questions about the difference between DK and worsted weight, number 3 and number 4, please feel welcome to ask. We can extend the podcast a little bit because this is definitely a conversation and a question that a lot of people have. Did I answer your question, Faith? I like my spaghetti analogy. I've been using that for years to help answer this question, and it usually helps people. Today, I really tried to step it up and tried to talk about metric and standard measurements at the same time. Can the patterns be put on those sticks so they can be saved on them? I have no idea what you mean, Sabrina. What do you mean putting patterns on sticks? Can somebody help me out? Great, I'm glad that helped you, Faith. If you have other questions, please always feel welcome to ask. Isn't that fun that we can do live questions here? I love that about the show. That is probably my favorite part about the podcast. And now 793. Oh, a thumb drive. Yes, of course. If you have a thumb drive and that's where you'd like to keep your patterns, they're digital files. So you can save them however you like to save digital files, whether it's on an actual computer, tablet, phone device, or on a memory stick. Yeah, they're PDF files. If that's where you save your PDF files now, that's where you would save them. Absolutely. My patterns are downloaded as Adobe PDF files. So however you like to use PDF files, that's how they are given to you. And also, don't forget, if you sign up for an account on my new website, you can now have a download library so you have access to your patterns 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at all times on my website as well. I hope that answered your question, Sabrina. I was thinking popsicle sticks, so I didn't know what you were talking about at all. I think that hopefully that answers your question, Sabrina. Yeah, they're called different names. It's no big deal. Look at how many names came up when other people were trying to help me understand what you were asking. You didn't do anything wrong at all. Some people do call them sticks. No, you didn't do anything wrong. You're fine. Okay, I don't see any more questions now, but I really want to say thank you so much to everybody who asked such great questions today. It keeps me on my toes. It helps everybody else because I got to tell you, for every person that has a question, there are absolutely other people that have the same question too. So always feel safe and always feel welcome to ask your questions here. If I do have an answer, I will be more than happy to share it with you. And if I don't, I will be honest and tell you I don't know, and or possibly, if it's possible, find the answer for you. So always feel welcome to ask. I do my best to answer the questions to the best of my ability, and hopefully I can help you out. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed my little show and tell, chatting with me and everyone else. And if you are so inclined and would like to watch the supplemental tutorial video for the Kendra hat, the live premiere will be at 10 o'clock today, which is about 20 minutes. Jill sent an email to Judy. Yes, Judy replied to your email several times yesterday, and I got your email last night, and I will try to answer it again, but maybe check your junk folder because Judy replied to you 3 times yesterday about your email. Okay, let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'll see you in a few minutes for the live chat for the Kendra hat, and I will see you tomorrow for the podcast as well. Bye-bye.